Hey everybody, welcome back to BobkeTV. For this episode, I'm going to hopefully show you the worst case scenario when you flat, you don't have a spare, maybe you flatted already on that rod, you don't have a pump, maybe you had a CO2 cartridge that you've already used to fix a spare, your cell phone has run out of battery power, you're on a stretch of road where no car has gone by in a long time, and you have to get going again. You have to get home. And you don't have a tire lever to take the tire off of the rim. So take your quick release out. Don't lose don't lose either end of it or the springs. Take your tire lever. This is a much more difficult. Take your quick release skewer lever, much more difficult than the typical tire lever. It's sometimes because of the tolerances are so close, it's not that easy. And you don't want to do it close to the valve stem because that takes up more space and it's much more difficult. So opposite the valve stem, get it in there. There we go. Hold it down on one end. There we go. Towards you or away from you, whichever works. Make sure you're not hung up too much on the inner tube because that'll make it more difficult to take the tire out all the way around. Now, the tricky part. Don't lose this. What you're going to do is look around your environment, and you're going to find pine needles, grass clipping, weeds. If you're near a dumpster, you can look in the dumpster and find some handy stuff. Pizza box. Who would have thought a pizza box would be an inner tube replacement? I'm going to show you how. Get some long strips. And like I said, this is worst worst case scenario. And put them in there. This is when you absolutely, positively have no other way to get back on the road. So this tire is flat as a pancake. Let's say there's no pizza boxes or newspaper or anything. Look around. Blades of grass. You might have some palm fronds if you're in the tropics. Roll those in there. Pine needles. Whatever you can find. Put them in there. Now this is when you're absolutely desperate to get home. And I've only had to do this twice in all the years that I've been riding. The first time, I had to walk for mile after mile after mile. I was quite a bit younger, so I was much more spry. I had a lot more endurance. Heaven forbid I'd have to do that again. And you would be astounded when you get this packed in just right. You will be, I think you will be, hopefully at least pleasantly surprised at how well your bicycle tire works with this method. Hopefully you can at least get to a place where you can call somebody or use a telephone or get all the way home. Best case scenario. A lot of times it's not easy to get the inner tube back on. Remember, you got your quick release skewer, lever. Pow, look at that. That is a tire that is not ideal, but is rideable. You can get home with that. Worst case scenario, look at your environment and use what you got. Thanks a lot, everybody, for watching. If you've ever done this, please comment. I'd love to hear about it. Click on my face to subscribe. Click on the t-shirt to buy merchandise. Thumbs up, greatly appreciated. If you think I'm capable of doing this, please give me a thumbs up. I promise I've done it before. I don't know if I could do it again, but if I had to, I think I could. And follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks a lot, everybody.